Yeah, what's up guys, it is Nigel here, and today I'm back with another fighting game news for a month, and we're talking about November. Now there was a decent amount of news I want to say for November, but not a lot of it was like trailers necessarily, just information given by developers doing like updates on the game's backgrounds or just betas and stuff like that. But yeah, it shouldn't be too long of a video. But with that out of the way, there will be timestamps in the bottom if you want to skip to a certain section, and if I do miss anything, let me know down below. And with that, let's begin with the first topic. Now, the first thing I would like to talk about is probably Street Fighter 6 and how we just got the outfits finally. They made a trailer about, and I think it was November 21st, and they were showcasing all the outfits. I was mainly excited for like Lily's and Giles and I want to say Jamie's and Marissa's. Those are the ones I was excited for, but I was actually stoked to see Ryu's. Ryu's was pretty cool too. But I think just all these outfits are really done well, and I could see why they took a lot of time into it, because the hair physics is, I think that's the biggest thing. Like when Gal picks his hair, you can actually see it happen with like the strips, or Lily's hair too, for instance. So it's really cool. But not so cool thing, which is technically December news, but is that they to get an outfit, it's pretty much $11 or $12 essentially to get the outfit, because you have to use the fighter coins in the game. But I guess it is what it is. If you do the 11, you're gonna get 2 outfits, and there is no bundle to get them all. And technically, I think if you want to get all the outfits, I think it's a total of $105, which is a little ridiculous. It's way more than the game. And then a lot of people complaining about, you know, how it's not. It should have been an Ultimate Edition, which to be fair, it is, because I bought Ultimate Edition. And it's like, oh no, you get the outfits for DLC characters 3 and 2 and 1, all of them. So it's like, okay, a little weird, but and then you get drive tickets for, you know, Ultimate Edition, and you don't get coins with the Ultimate Edition. It's a little strange. And also with the outfits, there is a small balance change that they did with wake up reversals. They actually extended the window of doing it, which is pretty cool actually. I think that's a really cool change. I'm not sure how that's gonna change some characters' dynamics too much, but I think it's neat of them to do that. And also, if a person disconnects from your match, like rage quits, it shows you their fighter ID and their username, so you could just know who they were. And if you wanted to block them to not fight them again, I guess you can, maybe to help people do that. I guess, I don't know. Still a cool feature I think they added, just to call people out for like chickening out in the fight. So that's really neat. But that's pretty much all the news for Street Fighter 6 as of now. We should be getting news. Well, I think we'll probably get a trailer this month in December for Ed. That's my speculation, so I'm probably make an Ed video, how I think he's gonna play, and just lore about him, because it's my favorite character in Street Fighter. So, and then I'd imagine we probably get an Akuma trailer probably in February, because that's when the CBT final starts. So it makes sense there for a good schedule of what we're getting. But yeah, that is it for Street Fighter 6. Next up, I want to talk about some SNK news, and we will be talking about first King of Fighters 15 with the Hinako trailer, the sumo wrestler girl. And I think the trailer came out in November 6th, I believe, and it was a okay trailer. I'm not a huge Hinako fan, but I think it is cool that she is like a sumo wrestler, because there's no female sumo wrestler that I know about, in fighting games at least, that I know. So it's pretty cool. I wasn't really too jazzed about her special moves. I just wanted to see if she still had like the hand slaps that made the weird goofy sound effect, and she still does, which I think is cool. So that's like the plus for me, I guess. But she came out on November 14th, if I remember correctly. And also, with more SNK news, King of Fighters 13 Global Match came out, I believe, in November 16th for $20. So pretty good deal. And I think that is the end of SNK news as recent, because I don't think Samurai Showdown has made like any arrangements for a beta of some sort. I don't think. But let me know if they did down below. I'm pretty sure that's it for SNK. Next up would probably be Tekken 8, and there has been a lot of trailers for Tekken 8, so this is going to be a minute. First, we have the trailer that happened November 2nd for Victor, a brand new character, voiced by Vincent Cassel, I think that's how you say his name, who I didn't know who he was. Like, I still don't really know, but I just know he's a popular voice actor, I guess, for France, and he sounds great, so I can see why. He does sound amazing. And the gameplay for Victor is pretty cool. It reminds me pretty much of Noctis and Konomitsu, which I think everybody thinks of too, most likely. So a lot of people seem like they're going to use him if they use Noctis. So I think he'll be probably a really accessible player or character to use. So yeah, not a character for me, but I will say it does look pretty cool. And I like how I think he is the owner of like the organization that Raven worked for. Like he's the main dude. So that's kind of cool. So it's a really neat trailer. He has a gun too. I don't know how I feel about that. And well, it seems like he uses his gun mainly for counter hits, but still. But not a bad trailer overall. I think he, well, me personally, I think he gives me Hitman vibes, but maybe that's just me. I don't know. And then we have the Reyna trailer, which happened November 12th, I believe. And I think she probably has the most popular trailer out of everybody so far. And you know, they still haven't shown every other character yet, still. Like, gameplay at least. We know all the characters, but she's the final character. And she puts in mad work, obviously, because, well, it's not necessarily known if she is Heihachi's daughter or not, but it's pretty much hinted by how she fights. Maybe not, maybe adopted or something, who knows, but fights like Heihachi, and she has her own martial arts, which is Tendo, which is just another variation of karate, but mainly with poking and gouging and kicking, and kind of movement like capoeira a little bit, because I noticed that with a few of her moves. But she looks really, really cool. Has an electric, so she's a part of the Mishima family, you know, has that stuff. Has Tombstone. Some of Heihachi's moves, but hybrid variations of them, like a feminine type of way, because, you know, she's more athletic and stuff like that. Has like purple gold lightning, which is really cool too. Has probably the best rage art in the game, and has some of the best heat. What are they called? Heat smashers or whatever they're called. She has some of the, like, I think she has the best heat smashes in the game so far, at least they've shown the characters. And her presentation overall, I think she's the coolest newcomer in the game so far. Like, out of the new characters, which is only 3, Assassino, Victor, and her. Definitely probably the coolest one, easily. Like, she just seems like she's the coolest female character. But I don't want to necessarily say that yet, because I haven't seen Safina, and I think she's going to be awesome. Robo Girl, probably not too much in my opinion, but Safina and her are probably going to be the coolest female characters in my opinion. Then we have another trailer for Tekken 8, which is the Leo trailer, which happened November 22nd, and I wasn't a big fan of it, honestly. I used to be a Leo fan in Tekken 6 when they first showed up, or she. I think it's the he in this game, I think. Well, they didn't really specify, so I'll just say they. First time they showed up, and they were cool in Tekken 6. Here, they have like some cool stuff, but they're kind of, Leo's, in my opinion, is kind of just a bland character overall, so I didn't really find them super interesting. Their gameplay seems alright. Like, I think their heat smash looks cool, but they just seem like they're okay, like gameplay-wise. They're not super impressive. They have some somewhat cool stuff, but not really. They seem like they're just going to be annoying to fight, honestly. That's what it looks like to me. They're just going to be annoying to fight. The rage art was really strange. The only reason why is because in the rage art they have a grappling hook. They shoot up and then they kick you. And I'm like, if they would have added the grappling hook to the gameplay, it would have been a lot cooler, I feel as if, because it just came out of nowhere, in my opinion. And then they hit you with a shoulder, which they did before already in 7, so it's just a rehash pretty much. I don't know, it was kind of like a 6 out of 10 rage art and an okay trailer, like just okay. I wasn't really a big fan, but I don't know. Like, I think Leo's outfit is really cool in this game, so I'm not going to hate him on that. And then in November 29th, we have the Steve Fox trailer, and his trailer was pretty cool. It seems like, to me, for Steve, they didn't really change too much about him necessarily. Like, his gameplay's still the same. He's still a counter hit king, but he has, like, for instance, you know how in Tekken 8, I think they took out most people's, or I think everybody's Magic 4, pretty much, like their pop-up tool like that. He still has the back one. It still launches, so I'm a little confused about that. I'm not sure if they're going to change that or not, or it's either back to 1, I forget. But he still has that. It's a little strange to me. I think, is he the only character that's going to have that in this game? Because if that's the case, he's going to be pretty good. And then he has this new stance and a guard break. Like, he kind of like pushes his feet together closer and like goes to a lower stance a little bit. And then he can go into the guard break thing, and I think into a uppercut. So I'm pretty sure the uppercut's probably going to be a mid, most likely, and then obviously the guard break's the highest he can duck it or something like that, because he does get a guaranteed hit off of you if he does get the guard break. So yeah, he does seem pretty cool. His outfit's not bad, but his face is kind of like and I don't chokers whatever, but I don't really, his face seems weird in certain angles, at least to me. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it still looks a little funky. Like, I think they fixed it a little bit, or maybe they didn't. Maybe it was just the angles. I'm not quite sure, but what matters is his gameplay, and his gameplay looks pretty good. Looks like it's the same, but improved. And not exactly relied upon cheap stuff. Like, it seems like they also changed some other things, but I'm not super knowledgeable on Steam necessarily. Like, my friend uses them, so that's how I know some of the stuff he does, because he does it to me. But yeah, but I'm pretty sure there's other changes too, but I didn't really notice it. But yeah, that is it for Tekken 8 news. Next will be Arc System Work news, and we will be talking about Grand Blue Fantasy Versus Rising with the beta happening, and I think the beta started in November 9th through 12th. Unfortunately, I did not get to play the beta because I was busy with stuff, but I heard it was pretty fun actually with the, you know, all the modes, because I think you could play the little Fall Guys modes too, so that was pretty cool. And then after that, there would be the Eunice beta that happened actually, and the Eunice beta happened on the 16th through the 19th. Now I actually did get to play the Eunice beta, and I was using Shield Hero dude with the, you know, the shield arm, and I was getting beat up online, but it was still fun to play. Like, I didn't mind it. It was still fun. So that was my experience with it. It was interesting that you didn't get to use I believe one of the characters, which like it seems like the final boss or whatever, because he was locked or so couldn't use him. But that was it. You can use everybody else you could train, go online. It was a fun experience overall, and I enjoyed it. And I think there is a Guilty Gear backdoor developer background thing that happened. And I think they show up Tekken getting a new move, and I think they're talking about a few other characters getting new moves. And there will be a Guilty Gear character coming out in December. They didn't say exactly when, but it's going to happen this year, and then next year we'll get the other two. So sometime this month we will get another Guilty Gear character. But that is pretty much all the news for Arc System Work, I believe. And the last news is just a dump of news I'm just going to say all together. So this is going to be a section for multiple things. So firstly, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2 came out on November 7th, which was like $50. I haven't bought it yet, but heard pretty good things about it. And then second would be that KI has, you know, the big update they were talking about before. It happened actually. I think it happened in November 29th, I think, if I remember correctly. And also with the update, it comes with like a new edition of the game. So the definitive edition does not exist anymore. If you had it, you get the anniversary edition, which is pretty cool. And the update consists of just balance changes to stuff like that, and a little bit of, at least for the character select screen, if I remember correctly, the UI is different. Instead of it being like a green background, it's purple, which is like, I believe in the original gold edition for 2 was purple, if I remember correctly, I'm not sure. So there's that going on too, which I think is cool. Characters got buffed, some characters got nerfed, but it wasn't every character that got a change. It was certain characters that the developers decided needed to change. Like Saberwolf's the same, I believe. Sako's the same, and I think pretty much a big chunk of the cast is the same, except for like certain characters that needed be toned up or toned down. But yeah, that's pretty much it though. Which it's pretty cool that they had made this anniversary thing, because I think it's the 10th anniversary, I believe correctly, for KI. So I'm down with it, honestly. I never really got a chance to get good at KI because I only watched it as a kid. And then when I finally got a PC, which was like literally at the end of its life cycle, I get to play it, and no one really played it, so I didn't really get to learn too well. But now I can probably finally learn how to play it legitimately instead of like just getting by with some of the stuff I knew, not knowing all the full mechanics. So yeah, maybe I'll be able to have some time to play the game, hopefully. But yeah, that's pretty much all the KI news there. And then lastly, which I think is the biggest thing ever for everybody, Fire Z is finally getting rolled back now. There is a test that is happening. I believe it started yesterday on the 30th, and it will end on the 10th or the 11th or something like that. I kind of don't remember exactly, but yeah, the beta test has begun finally, so that means we will be getting that next year soon. So that is pretty cool for people that play Fighters. I did play Fighters a lot actually, just I wasn't really too good at it, so I'm not sure if I'll hop back on or not. But yeah, I haven't really played the beta test, but that is really exciting for everybody that has been waiting eons, I want to say, for the beta test. So it's good to see that people are actually having a fun time on the game. Actually, the last news that I almost forgot to mention was the Omni-Man trailer and Tremor trailer that happened. There's technically a total 2. That's why I almost forgot about it. And it's showing, you know, more gameplay of him, how he played, and the release date. And Omni-Man is probably one of the best characters in the game so far. I should probably mention that too. And Omni-Man came out on November 9th for early access, I believe, if you have the combat pass. And Tremor came out, I think, at November 22nd or 21st. I can't remember exactly, but it was just a little weird how they didn't come out at the same time. Kind of strange. Overall, I think both are really good. Like, Trimmer is a really good cameo because he's a mixture of multiple things: range, close range, and mid range, and defense too. So it's really neat. And Omni-Man is he's really annoying. He's really good. He's kind of not cameo dependent too, so helps him out really well because he can do insane combos. But yeah, pretty sure that is all the news now. If I missed anything, please let me know. But yeah, I think that is all the news that has happened in November. Now, if I did miss anything, please let me know down below, because it's a little hard to keep track of every fighting game because I am just one dude doing this here. Like, I edit this, all this, record all my voice, I do all this. So help me out here if I did miss anything down below in the comment section, and I appreciate you if you do. And sorry if my voice sounded a little weird in this video. I'm kind of a little sick still, so yeah, hopefully it'll go over eventually. But with that being said, I hope you guys have a great day, night, noon, whatever time period you guys are at, man, and I'll see you guys next time.